Hey you guys, it's Kenyadda and I am here to do an unboxing on my new channel. This is my bookish channel. I was previously doing these on my KenyaddaNailz channel, but I've decided to go ahead and separate it. So this will be my second video. The first one was a DIY of this flower board flower board, Halloween flower board that I did for my Halloween night, family night for me and my kids. It's I did it on this channel because it's actually Harry Potter themed, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, so let me get on with this unboxing. I will be unboxing Amazon and my very first book outlet order. So the first one is Amazon. I had pre-ordered this, and this is Grim Lovelies. Let's see, 17-year-old Anak envies a human world where people known as pretties, lavish fast cars, and high fashion on themselves have the freedom to fall in love. But Anak can never have those things because she is not really human. Enchanted from animal to human girl and forbidden to venture beyond her familiar Parisian prison, Anak is a beastie destined for a life surrounded by dust bunnies and cinders, serving Madame Victoria, the evil witch who spelled her into existence. That is, until one day she finds her mistress murdered in a pool of blood and Anak is accused of the crime. So yes, this is this book. This is definitely going on my TBR this month. So I'm so excited about having this new channel because I'm going to do different things that I didn't really want to do on my nail channels. I'm going to be doing a lot more because it's all book related. The first book I got is God's Grave. This is the signed first edition by J. Kristoff. This is book 2 of Nevernight. I still have to get Nevernight, but I went on and got this. It's a book I definitely want to read. I got Carbo by Stephanie Garber, and I'm not going to go through the synopsis on all these books because my storage on my video, on my phone is limited right now, so I don't want it to cut off on me. But once I read them and do a wrap up, then I'll be able to tell you what the book's worth about. This is Ravenwood, Who Holds the Seed to Save a Sky High World by Andrew Peters. This is a beautiful cover. So beautiful. I love this cover. I'll literally be buying books for the cover. This is Cruel Beauty by Rosamond Hodge. Now these books, I've never read any of these books. Some of these books I never even heard of. Some of these books I heard about on YouTube. The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. This is The Book Jumper by Mitchfield Glazer. This is The Beast is an Animal by Peter Nell Van Arstel. And the last book is another beautiful cover, The Forgotten Book, also by Mitchfield Glazer. And yes, this is Mitchfield Glazer. Beautiful cover. So I am really looking forward to these books. So while I still have it running, I'm going to go ahead and try and go through some of these synopses since I have a little time before it stops. Okay, so The Forgotten Book. Emma is used to things going her way. Her father is headmaster of her prestigious boarding school. Her friends take her advice as gospel, and she's convinced that a relationship with her longtime crush is on the horizon. Then Emma finds an old book in an abandoned library, and things really start going her way. Anything she writes in the book comes true. But the power of the book is not without consequences, and Emma soon realizes that she isn't the only one who knows about it. Someone is determined to take it from her, and they'll stop at nothing to succeed. The arrogant, aloof, and irritatingly handsome Darcy De Winter becomes Emma's unlikely ally as secrets are revealed and danger creeps ever closer. This sounds really, really interesting. I'm super excited. So beautiful to read it. And that again is The Forgotten Book. And the next book by her, Mischief Glacier, The Book Jumper. Amy Lennox doesn't know quite what to expect when she and her mother pick up and leave Germany for Scotland. Heading to her mother's childhood home of Lennox House on the island of Stormsay, Amy's grandmother, Lady Mariette, insists that Amy must read while she resides at Lennox House, but not in the usual way. It turns out that Amy is a book jumper, able to leap into a story and interact with the world inside. As thrilling as Amy's new power is, it also brings danger. Someone is stealing from the book she visits, and that person may be after her life. Teaming up with the fellow book jumper, Amy vows to get to the bottom of the thieves at whatever cost. So that sounds really, really awesome. Looking forward to that. The Beast is an Animal by Peter Nell Van Arsdale. Elise was 7 the first time she saw the Soul Eaters. Twin sisters, they radiated an energy that excited Elise. Through them, she felt the wilderness of the forest and the beast within it. Too late, she learned of their powers to destroy. At 15, Elise knows too much about both the lure and the danger of the Soul Eaters. She lives in a world of adults who are terrified of their power. Fear of the Soul Eaters and of the beast rules their lives. Even more, they fear the ways in which the beast may lurk among them and within a girl like Elise. As the threat posed by Soul Eaters grows, Elise must undertake a journey through the wild danger of the forest. But the great danger is not outside her. Elise hides the truth about herself that she can reveal to no one. Elise's secrets about who and what she is terrifies her most of all. And in order to save her world, she must also risk losing herself. So another book that sounds interesting. The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I love how these books feel. I can't even describe it, but it feels wonderful. Oops. 17-year-old Alice Proserpine and her mother have spent most of Alice's life on the road, always a step ahead of the uncanny bad luck biting at their heels. But when Alice's grandmother, the reclusive author of Book of Pitch Dark Fairy Tales, dies alone on her estate, the Hazelwood, Alice learns how bad her luck can really get. Her mother is stolen away by a figure who claims to come from the cruel supernatural world where her grandmother's stories are set. Alice's only lead is the message her mother left behind: stay away from Hazelwood. Now, I really wanted to read this, and I hope it is better than the reviews I have heard. I didn't really pay attention to the synopsis. I mean, people's critiques of it, like details about what's it about. So I don't really know what it's about except from what I just read. So I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. Cruel Beauty. Since birth, Nyx has been betrothed to the evil ruler of her kingdom, all because of a reckless bargain her father struck. And since birth, she has been training to kill him. Betrayed by her family, yet bound to obey, Nyx rails against her fate. Still, on her 17th birthday, she abandons everything to marry the all-powerful immortal Ignifax. Her plan: seduce him, disarm her, and break the centuries-old curse he put on her people. But Ignifax is not what Nyx expected. The strangely charming Lord beguiles her. In his castle, a shifting maze of magical rooms enthralls her. As Nyx tries to free her homeland by uncovering Ignifax's secret, she finds herself unwillingly drawn to him. But even if she could bring herself to love her sworn enemy, could she refuse her duty to kill him? Based on the classic fairy tale Beauty and the Beast, Cruel Beauty is a dazzling love story about our deepest desires and the power to change our destiny. Okay, I didn't know what this is about, but I'm super excited because I love Beauty and the Beast. I love twisted fairy tales. This is right up my alley. And one day I'll show you my tattoos. They're all about twisted fairy tales. Like, I love them. It is my thing. Ravenwood. by Andrew Peters. Atorium is at risk, and Atorium is at risk. The sharpened blades of rival mob poised to saw off its bark and branches. What can poor plumber's apprentice armed with little more than a monkey wrench do to stop the chopping? Carved into a massive mile-high canopy, the forest kingdom of Arbrium stands upon the tallest of trees. Within them 14-year-old Ark holds the lowest of jobs, unclogging toilets. He's already up to his elbows in gunk when he really steps in it. He overhears a plot echoing through the pipes. Ma, a ruthless glass and steel superpower, is scheming to wield its axes of evil to strip a borum of its wood, a natural resource now more precious than gold. The fate of a kingdom in the filthy hands of a plumber's boy. Plunge into danger, Ark must make the treacherous climb down the darkest roots of Ravenwood if there's any hope of rescuing his threatened home. The cover is beautiful. Yeah. I hope that's better than, more interesting than what the synopsis was. But the cover is gorgeous. So yay for the cover. Hope the book is better than what I think it's going to be. Again, I love how this feels. Caraval. A legendary competition, a mesmerizing romance, an unbreakable bond between two sisters. Scarlet Dragna has never left the tiny island where she and her sister Tella lived with her powerful and cruel father. Now Scarlet's father has arranged a marriage for her, and Scarlet thinks her dreams of seeing Caraval, the faraway once-a-year performance where the audience participates in the show, are over. But this year, Scarlet's long dream of invitation finally arrives. With the help of a mysterious sailor, Tella whisks Scarlet away to the show. Only as soon as they arrive, Tella is kidnapped by Caraval's mastermind organizer, Legend. It turns out that the season's Caraval revolves around Tella, and whoever finds her first is the winner. Scarlet has been told that everything that happens during Caraval is only an elaborate performance. Nevertheless, she becomes enmeshed in a game of love, heartbreak, and magic. And whether Caraval is real or not, Scarlet must find Tella before the 5 nights of the game are over, or a dangerous domino effect of consequences will be set off, and her beloved sister will disappear forever. So this is Caraval. Oh, that's cute. It's a teardrop or water drop. Raindrop. Don't really know which one, but it's cute. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I gotta get Legendary as well. And God's Grave. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I really am. In a land where 3 suns almost never set, a ruthless assassin continues her quest for vengeance against the powers who destroyed her family. Mia Convere has found her place among the blades of Our Lady of Blessed Murder, but many in the Red Church hierarchy think she's far from earned it. Plying her bloody trade in a backwater of Republic, she's no closer to any of the men who destroyed her familia. In fact, she's told directly that Consul Scava is off limits. But after Mia has a deadly confrontation with the old enemy, her suspicions about the Red Church's true motives begin to grow. When it's announced that Scava will be making a rare public appearance at the conclusion of the Grand Games in God's Grave, Mia defies the church and tells herself a gladiatorial collegium for a chance to finally end him. Upon the sands of the arena, Mia finds new allies, bitter rivals, and more questions about her strange affinity for the shadows. But as conspiracies unfold within the collegium walls and body count rises, Mia will be forced to choose between love and revenge and uncover a secret that could change the face of her world. And that sounds interesting, but unfortunately I cannot read this until I read part 1. So yes, that is all for my Amazon and book outlet haul. Like I said, that is my first book outlet purchase. I am very happy with the books I chose, because because until I read it, I don't know what's good and what's not. Skeptical about Ravenwood, but we'll see. But yes, I'm super excited to start these books. I'm currently reading what is this book I'm reading? I'm currently reading Beautiful Creatures at the moment. I love that movie. So yes, this is all. I'm actually glad it didn't cut off. I'm very surprised. So yeah, super excited. Video number. Why'd I do that? Video number 2. This is video number 2 of my KenyaddaNailz channel. I will link my KenyaddaNailz channel if this is your first time seeing me at all. I do have a nails channel which has nail related stuff. It has I have beauty boxes. I have my wedding series on there because I am getting married July 31st. So I'm officially saying I'm getting married July 31st on Harry Potter's birthday. It is going to be a Harry Potter themed wedding. So I may also add a little bit of this and that of my DIYs on this channel, but I am going to keep my wedding series on that channel. But it is going to be Harry Potter themed, July 31st. That is my wedding date, 2019. I am super excited. Yes. So thank you for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe, click the bell, and like this video and comment if you like. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I will see you in my next video. Mwah.